So student, welcome to the third period of the circulation, and in this we are studying the various types of the WBCs. So in last period we can say that the WBCs is of two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. The granulocytes again divided into three types, neutrophils, basophils and acidophils, and agranulocytes are divided into two types again, lymphocytes and monocytes. So these are the structure of each different kinds of the WBC. It is neutrophil, basophil, eosinophil, lymphocyte and monocyte. Now see the granulocytes. So these are the WBCs with granular cytoplasm, and hence we also called as a polymorphonuclear leukocytes or PMN cells, because the nucleus have many lobes having different shape, hence it is also called as a polymorphonuclear leukocytes. So granulocytes are formed from myeloid stem cells and they do not divide after maturation. So here these myeloid stem cells are present. So these myeloid stem cells, they are present in the bone marrow, and from these myeloid stem cells all granulocytes are produced. So they constitute about 72% of total WBC. So the granules which are present in cytoplasm are actually secretory vesicles. So these secretory vesicles, they are derived from either endoplasmic reticulum or Golgi complex. So these secretory granules which contain various secretions and enzymes inside it, depending upon staining property, the granulocytes are divided into three types, that is neutrophils, basophils and eosinophils. So these different cells again explained in next slide. Now first of all we have to explain the neutrophils. So if you observe the granules in neutrophils, they are very fine, they are large in number, means they are many, and they are evenly distributed throughout the cytoplasm. Then these granules, they are stained with neutral dyes, or which we call as a neutral stains, and hence the name given neutrophils. Neutrophils are about 70% of total WBC. Now the cells are spherical in shape and they shows a multi-lobed nucleus. So this nucleus is either from 2 to 7 lobes, they are present in the nucleus. So these cells can perform the amoeboid movement, means they comes out of the blood capillaries and they come inside the blood capillaries, which we call as a amoeboid movement or uh, diapedesis. Then it also perform phagocytosis. So what is the phagocytosis? It is the process of engulfing foreign harmful substances or pathogens, and their distribution is called as a phagocytosis. So they perform two main functions. It can show the amoeboid movement and another is phagocytosis. So these cells, they are responsible for destroying pathogens by a process we commonly call as a phagocytosis. Then many times when there is a wound, it can form the pus. What is the actually pus? So this pus, it is the mixture of dead neutrophils, damaged tissue and dead microbes. So all these three, they are present in the pus. Now see another type of the granulocyte, that is basophils or cyanophils. So these basophils or cyanophils have very few granules of large size, and these granules they stain with basic dyes or basic stain like the methylene blue, and hence called as a basophils. So these basophils they are non-phagocytic, means they do not take part in the phagocytosis. They are small and spherical in shape. They contribute about 0.5 to 1% of total WBC. So see the nucleus of this basophil, it is twisted. They are present only in condition, means they are present in the body only in condition like the any infection or allergies. So this basophils it can secrete three important secretion. One of them is heparin, another is histamine, and third is serotonin. So this heparin it work as a anticoagulant in the blood cells which avoid the clotting of the blood in the blood capillaries. Then it can also secrete the histamine which takes part in the immune system, and it can shows the some important symptoms. Then it also secrete the serotonin. So this serotonin it is the one of the hormone or chemical compound which can helpful for maintaining our happiness or stresslessness. So these are the three chemical compound, that is heparin, histamine, and serotonin. These are secreted by the basophils. Then third type of the basophils, that is eosinophils, are also called as a acidophils. So these eosinophils they can contain lysosomal granules and that are stained with the acidic dyes or acidic stains, that is like the eosin, and so it is called as a acidophils or eosinophils. So these eosinophils are about 1 to 3% of total WBC. Then see, observe the nucleus. The nucleus is bilobed. So these eosinophils can destroy antigen antibody complex by phagocytosis. So when there is any infection inside the body, so our body can secrete the antibodies. It can combine with the antigen or pathogen to form antigen antibody complex. So this antigen antibody complex it is destroyed by these eosinophils by the process of phagocytosis. Then when there is a number increases in allergic condition, they shows antihistaminic property, means they work against the histamine. They are responsible for detoxification as they produce antitoxins. So these are mainly involved in the detoxification of the blood. Next, another main type of WBC, that is agranulocytes. Agranulocytes are about 28% of total WBC. Cytoplasm of these leukocytes do not contain the granules. They are formed from lymphoid stem cells. So these lymphoid stem cells also present in the bone marrow and they takes part in the formation of agranulocytes. Then they can divided by mitosis. So granulocytes do not shows the any cell division, but the agranulocytes they can divide by the process of mitosis. Then nuclei of agranulocytes are large in size and it do not have lobes. They are of two types, lymphocyte and monocyte. So first of all see lymphocytes. So these lymphocytes they are smallest of all WBCs and they have large spherical nucleus in their cytoplasm. They constitute about 25 to 30% of total WBC. So depending upon the function, there are two types of the lymphocytes. One is B lymphocytes and another is T lymphocyte. So see some differential point between B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. The first is the B lymphocyte mature in bone marrow, whereas T lymphocyte mature in thymus gland. Then B lymphocytes are responsible for production of antibodies, that is commonly called as a humoral immunity. Then these T lymphocytes, they are responsible for cell mediated immunity. So B lymphocytes can produce the proteins which we call as antibodies, which is also called as a humoral immunity. But here this T lymphocyte, they are directly takes part in the immunity, hence it is called as a cell mediated immunity. Then this T lymphocytes is of four main types, that is helper T cells, killer T cells, memory T cells and suppressor T cells. So these are the four types of the T lymphocytes. Now see the another granulocyte, that is monocytes. These are the largest of all WBCs. If you observe the nucleus, it is large and bean shaped, or which is also called as a kidney shaped nucleus. They form 3 to 5% of total WBC, and these are actively motile and give rise to the macrophages. So macrophages, these are the larger cells produced inside the blood. So they are actively motile, means they can move in the body. They are mainly phagocytic, means they can engulf the foreign particles or pathogen or antigen, and they can destroy it. They can destroy bacteria, dead or damaged tissue of our body by the phagocytosis. So these are the monocytes. Then the third type of the cells which are present in the blood, that is thrombocytes, or which is also called as a platelets. So these thrombocytes, these are small cellular fragments. These are small cellular fragments which are formed from large cells called as a megakaryocytes. So these megakaryocytes, they are present in the bone marrow. They are produced in bone marrow. They are very small. They are oval shaped fragments without nucleus. So they do not show the nucleus. So like the RBC, they also do not have the nucleus. So normal count of the thrombocytes in human blood, how many? It is 2.5 to 4.5 lakh per cubic millimeter of the blood. Then the condition in which thrombocyte decreases from the normal level, it is called as a thrombocytopenia. So decrease in thrombocyte to the normal level is called as a thrombocytopenia. This condition causes internal bleeding. So the blood vessels or blood capillaries can break, and it can causes the internal bleeding, which we call as a hemorrhages. These platelets can secrete platelets factors. So these platelet factors are essential for blood clotting or coagulation of the blood. These platelets, they can seal the ruptured blood capillaries or blood vessels by forming a platelet plug, or which is also called as a thrombose. So these cells, platelets, also secrete serotonin, which is called as a local vasoconstrictors means they can constrict or contract the blood vessels. It is called as a vasoconstrictor. Vaso means blood vessels, constriction means contraction. Blood vessels get contracted with the help of this serotonin, which is secreted by the thrombocytes. So we can stop here.